you're going to learn that there's another way to spell shh. You already know that there's an SH. SH usually comes at the beginning of words or at the end of short words. But if you hear a sh that's almost to the end of a longer word and there's a vowel after it, we've already done that. And it's a profession. So like somebody who it's their job to do something, you're going to spell it as C-I-A-N. Today I want to teach you that C-I also says sh. C-I is the small way to spell sh. Some of my students taught me that. Lana is one of them that taught me that. So T-I is the tall sh, and C-I is the small sh. And then you have your regular sh, your S-H. There's also other ways to spell sh, but we're just going to do C-I today. So you're going to see C-I in a lot of professions like physician. Let me show you what it looks like. Physician. That's somebody who is a doctor. That's their job. So it's that shun is spelled with a C-I. Magician. Somebody whose job is doing magic. You can see that C-I-A-N at the end, right? Magician. Beautician. Do you see the pattern here? C-I-A-N is how to spell shun. We're not going to spell it T-I-O-N if it comes at the end of a profession, a career, a job. It's not going to be T-I-O-N, it's going to be C-I-A-N. Okay, T-I-O-N is for most words, but sometimes you're going to see C-I-A-N for professions. And sometimes you'll also see C-I-A-L that says shull. Like that's in a lot of adjectives like special or artificial. Okay, so today all of our words are going to have either one of those two, C-I-A-N for professions or C-I-A-L for a adjective. An adjective is a word that describes something, like if it's special or if it's artificial. And don't worry, I'm going to tell you, this is a pretend profession because they're all nonsense words, or this is a pretend adjective because you're not going to know because they're all nonsense words. But that's how each ending is going to be spelled. So, have you learned something so far? Yeah? I thought so. Yes, good job, Emily. You already know that? Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Okay, let me share my screen. I told you you guys were brilliant. I told you. Okay, so here I have C-I-A-L at the top, or C-I-A-N. Can you see that? It's going to be one of these two. It's going to be the ending of our words. Okay, the C-I says sh, and the A's are both making the schwa sound Shull, shun. All right, so together our first word is plotion. Plotion. We have p, l, o, sh, n. Add consonants. P, l, o, sh. And this is a profession. Sh, and I know that professions are spelled C-I-A-N, so I'm going to put an A right there. There's our shun. Okay, now all we have left is this O. I'm going to start spelling O with just a regular O. Can it stop like that? Can just a regular O spell O? Yeah, because there's a vowel in the next one or two spots. You don't need to do anything else. Plotion. Plotion. I'm going to pretend that a plotion is a person who licks postage stamps for a living. Okay, if you can think of a better one, put it in the chat. All right, your word is Trotion. And while you're spelling it, you can think of what you think a Trotion would be as a profession, and you can put it in the Q&A. So Trotion, T-R-O, Sh-N. Oh, you do this one by yourself. I'm going to sit back and let you work. Trotion. Trotion. Good, Isaac. Trotion. Trotion, Trotion, sounds like ocean, but it's not ocean, it is Trotion, Trotion, Trotion. So here's a big juicy hint right here. Shun. It's probably going to be how the ending is spelled, right? Shun. It's an imaginary profession. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of kids in the Q&A, just in case you're like having a hard time with automatic spell check correctors, like if AI just comes in and automatically changes the word that you wanted into a real word. A lot of kids in the Q&A, they put a space between each one so that automatic spell check won't change their answer. Oh, a person who makes Trojan horses. Ooh, that's good. Oh, a potion maker. That's good too. Okay, so Trojan, we have consonants. T, O, and now we have shun. Going to be spelled like this, right? Sh, we're going to put an A right here, so we have the C-I-A-N. Shun as a profession. And for our O sound, we're going to put an O, just a regular O. Just like that. Trotion. Trotion is someone who lives in Troy. I believe that. Okay, together. Dipacial. Dipacial. D-I-P-A-C-I-A-L. Now this is going to be an adjective, a describing word, but let's spell it first. So consonants. Dipacial. D-I-P-A-C-I-A-L. Here's our shul right here. That A is making the schwa sound. Now we have these two vowels to spell. Die. Can I put a regular I right here to say the long I sound? Yes, it will say I because there's another vowel buddy in the next one or two spots. So he's going to say its name. A. Can an A say its name right here? Yeah, because there's another vowel buddy in the next one or two spots. So there is dipacial. Dipacial. Your word is plitacial. Plitacial. P-L-I-T-A-C-I-A-L. Plitacial. Go ahead. Now this is a describing word. Plitacial. Like that looks so plitacial. That looks just so plitacial. I'm going to say plitacial means absolutely incredible, amazing, plitacial, just like all of you. You are all plitacial. Good job. Plitacial. Who's plitacial? You are. Who's plitacial? You are. Now, are we going to need to put an SH anywhere? We're not, because that CI is going to say the exact same thing. That says shh, and that says shh. You can choose one or the other. You don't need both. And we're not going to use this one today. We're going to use this one for the sh sound. Plitacial. Someone who likes pliers. Okay. Plitacial. Consonants. P, L, I, T, A, sh, L. Here's our shul. How do we spell shul? Right here. C-I-A-L. But it's a describing word like special or artificial. And then we have I right here. Can that I say I in that spot? Yes, because there's a vowel buddy in the next one or two doors. There's another vowel in the next one or two spots. For the A sound, can this A say A right here? Yeah, because there's another vowel buddy in the next one or two spots. So we have plitacial. Right on? Right on. Okay, let's do another career. So this one's going to end like this one, right? And I need you to think about what you think this pretend career could be. Our word is a telician. Telician. Together. T-e-l-i-sh-a-n. Consonants. T-e-l-i-sh-a-n. Now, where's our shun? It's right here. We have C-I-A-N, spelling shun, so that part's done. Shun is how you spell the, C-I-A-N is how you spell shun in a profession. And this is a pretend profession that we're going to figure out what it means. Vowels, eh. Can this E say eh here? No, it can't, because there's a vowel buddy in the next one or two spots. That would make it say its name, E. I don't want it to say E. I want it to say eh. Eh is a short vowel. Short vowels require two consonants after them. If there's not two, make two. Now that E is nice and happy and can say eh right there. I. Now you learned this month, if you were here, that I in the middle is a little princess if it's the middle syllable, if it's the middle vowel. It gets to say it gets to make it short sound, even if there's not two consonants after it. Okay? So this one, yes, it needs two consonants after it to make it short sound. This one doesn't need two consonants after it to make it short sound because I's are princesses and they don't have to. Okay, your word. Oh wait, what do you think a telician is? A storyteller. Yeah. A TV fisher, a person that makes TVs. Oh, I like that. Telician. Ooh, you guys are good at this. A TV fixer. Yeah. A teller. All right, what do you think about this one? I want you to think about what this one could mean also. Your word is trefician. Trefician. Kind of hard. T-r-e-f-i-sh-a-n. Trefician. Trefician. McKinley, I said beautiful. Oh, so close. Alyssa, look at the last two letters. So close. Trefician. Trefician. Did I say Emily? I didn't mean, I meant Alyssa. There you go. Well, that's very nice. Thank you. Trefician. Okay, consonants. We have t, r, e, f, I, sh, a, n. Now here's our shun. Where is it up here? What's that second to last word right here? It looks like it's an A in that spot right there. There's shun. Sh, a, n. Shun. Trefician. Okay, eh. I want this E to say eh. Can it say eh in this spot? No, because there's another vowel, one or two doors down. That would make it say E. I don't want it to say E. I want it to say eh. Eh is a short vowel. Short vowels need two consonants after them. If there's not two, make two. If you didn't get that F, you get it now, huh? You're like, oh yeah, I knew that. And then we only need one I in the middle. Trefician. There you go. All right, what's a trefician? What do you guys think? Oh yeah, that's a good one, Hunter. Makes traffic cones. Tennis player, Tetris player. Yeah. Okay. Good ideas. All right, I want to have enough time to send you off on your own here doing some all by yourself. So try the word basial. Basial. B-A-S-H-A-L. Basial. That last one was kind of hard. That last one was kind of hard. That was probably the hardest one we had. Basial. But I'll try to do another hard one after this if you want. Basial, basial, basial. Don't forget shawl up here. Big juicy hint. Basial. Yeah. So consonants b, a, sh, oh. Here's our show. We know that's going to be an A. There's show. And then can this A say A here? Yeah, because there's a vowel 1 or 2 doors down. Bay, show. These two A's say two different things. This one says A because of the tap 2 rule. This one says because that's what A says when it's almost to the end of a longer word and there's a consonant after it. But that's a lesson for A month. Let's get you. Oh, we have time. Okay, I had a request for a little bit of a harder one. Is that okay? If we end on a little bit of a harder one. If you don't want to do it, put your pencil down and just watch, okay? If you don't want to do a harder one, put your pencil down and just watch. Our word is tiffician. Tiffician. You might not think it's hard, but I want you to really concentrate because it might be a little more tricky than you think. Tiffician. Itchy, tiffician. 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 Yeah, sorry, I meant that to be a I at the beginning. So no eh. Tiffician. Tiffician. So far, everybody who's putting their answer in the chat, everybody's just like 1 letter off so far, just 1 letter off. I told you it was trickier than you might think. You're like, what? I didn't get that right? Okay, we just got somebody in the chat who got the sneaky part. You got the sneaky part. Here we go. If you want to look at it one more time before I give you the answer and change your answer, feel free. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Henry. Okay. Consonants we have t, I, sh, n. Now we know that this shun is going to be spelled C-I-A-N, just like that one right there. Yeah, that means it's a profession. We have to figure out what tiffician means. So I. Now, my friends, can this I say I here? It can't because there's another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots that would make it say I. I don't want it to say I want it to say I. I is a short vowel. Short vowels require 2 consonants after them. If there's not 2, make 2. That was the tricky part right here. And then I in the middle can always say I regardless of how many consonants are after it. There's tiffician. You were so close though. You get an A minus, okay? You get an A minus, and that's still really, really good. Now, I want you to tell me in the chat real quick in the next 30 seconds. What do you think a tiffician is? What do you think a tiffician is? What are some of your suggestions? Thank you, Henry. A dentist. Oh, that's a good one. A taffy candy. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Juan. You guys are so kind. Tiffician. I'm going to pretend that a tiffician is somebody who, I like the taffy one, somebody who makes taffy candy. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with Connors. All right, my friends. I hope you feel better after this 30 minutes that you did 30 minutes ago. You've got all of that new knowledge in your head. That is yours to keep forever. See, I can say shh. Who knew? You do. You do now. Have a good weekend. I'm not going to see you Monday. I'm taking Monday off, but I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye, everybody.